Okay, so the next bit now is well, actually, last video I showed you how to do paragraph styles. Please watch that one. So in this one, I'm going to be showing you how to use more advanced paragraph styles. Okay, so when you have a large article and you generally have someone that's saying something quite important, and so what you want to do is you want to draw the people's eyes into that article to actually read the rest of it. So that type of article is called a pull quote. Okay, so this is how you create a pull quote, or another way of saying it is a block quote. They very much mean of similar things. Okay. All right. So one other note too is that these videos are for VCE students. They're not for professional work. I've left out a lot of steps in these tutorials to have something actually printed in real life. So I'm going to create a text box right here, and I'm going to type in some copy that they would have in there. An impressive tiered waterfall to Rongo Falls is unparalleled. Could spell paralleled right. Paralleled. I did spell it right. In its beauty and will I know, ignite and delight all your senses. Okay, so let's say that someone was saying that within the body copy over here, but at the moment this copy is using the same paragraph style as the basic one, and it kind of looks awful. It's sort of overlapping everything else. So we don't want that, right? So to fix that quickly is that we go over to this box over here. And this area here is responsible for other frames of things. Remember that InDesign is frames, and we want this frame to push all this other type around. So I'm going to click on this one here, and you can see that it's now pushing everything around, but this type still hits the other one. So we go over here, we press Option click on that, or on the PC press Alt click. And we go over here, and remember our gutters are 5mm, and this currently is locked in, so all these are in the same aspect ratio, and we click on here to 5. So it's looking a little bit better now. Let's close that now, and we're going to shift this into location. So let's shift that into location there. Seeing that I'm 2 over there, and we want 2 over here. So it's nice in the center there. This is still very small. We want this type to be a little bit more exciting. So we're going to go over to our basic paragraph, create a new one, and we're going to go and edit this one. We're going to call this one here pull quote, or you can call it block quote. It doesn't matter. Okay, so I'm going to put in some larger type here now. So I'm going to go over to basic character format, and I'm going to, let's say, put in 21, and I might put in 21, or I might put in like 24, 25. Let's go 25. Let's see how this looks. So you can see here how the type is a lot larger, and it's not overtaking this type here. That's the most important thing. Other things I can do with this is I can change the text color. I'm just going to change it to blue for the time being, but later I'm going to fix it up with the same color as the image we're going to put in. What else can we do? We can go over to indents and spacing, and we can make sure that space after is still set as 2. In fact, because we already have the gutter there as 5, we can reduce that down to 0. So let's reduce that down to 0, make it a lot nicer. Let's click on OK. Alright, so you have noticed here too that this box here is now cutting off the text. We want to fix that up now. So if we go over to this field over here again, in fact, no, we don't. We right click and we go over to text frame options. I'm going pretty quick here because I know you can fast forward and rewind. Okay, so this is all good. We don't need to worry about making another set of columns, but what we want to do is we want to go over to auto resize, and we change the auto resize from off to height only. And you see now all of our text is in. There's one other thing we need to do, and that is to click on this one here, which makes it grow only at the bottom. Okay, so let's click on OK, and I'll show example. So if I start typing in here again, you notice that it's growing at the base of it. So I'm just going to delete that. Okay, what else can we do now? How much time do we have? We've got 5 minutes left of our 10-minute block. Okay, so let's zoom out. So I'm just going to press Command 0 to zoom right out on that page. And I'm going to press the space bar to get into the hand tool and move across. I can see the whole DPS. Okay, so what I want to do now is I want to bring an image in. So I go to File, I go to Place, and then I obviously need to go and find my images. Okay, so I've got this image over here. Now I haven't clicked anywhere. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go right over to the bleed. Now remember, the bleed is on the outside, that sort of pinkish red color. I'm going to click here and drag till I get to the end over here. So if I press Option or Command, Control or Shift at the same time, I can lock it out of proportion. Okay, so there's a reason for that. I'm just going to click over there. It's out of proportion at the moment. I'm just going to bring this image down. Go back to the Move tool, bring this down to where the bleed is. Your teacher will tell you what bleed is, okay? And I'm just going to make sure that everything's all lined up with that. Now, you see that this image is too narrow for the page, so I'm going to go over here. I'm going to right-click, and I'm going to go over to Fitting and Fill Frame Proportionally. All right, so that's my image in there. You need to speak to your teacher in regards to proper resolution of images. Okay, so I'm just simply showing how to use InDesign here. And what I'm missing now in mine is I need to actually suss out what color I can have my pull quote. So I'm going to go over to my pull quote over here. Going to go to character color, click on this. Oh no, I can't select it. I need to go over to swatches, and I need to go over to the picker tool, the color picker tool, which is this one here. I need to click on one of the greens. So I'm going to click on nice bright green, and I'm going to make that green as being a new color. So I'm going to click on new swatch, and that is my color there. So I instantly know here that my image is not set up properly because it is set as RGB. So this should be CMYK. All right, but that's not the whole idea of this tutorial right now. This is just to simply get it started. So that's my color green there. So now that the color green is in my swatches, I can go over to the paragraph styles, go to pull quote, and I can go over to character color, and I can select the nice green that I had before. So click on OK, and there we have it. It's actually, you know, working out well with it. Okay, so that'll be all for this one. You can start adding other things in there, like other bits of copy here and there. One other thing you want to do too is add a page number. So we go over to Pages, we go over to our master over here, and we're going to zoom right into the base right here. And I'm going to use the text tool, and I'm going to draw a box right underneath everything else, and I'm going to type in here, I don't know, Tourism Victoria, visit Bor 4. It's too big at the moment, so I'm just going to go to paragraph style, default it as a standard paragraph. Okay, I can make a new one later on, a nice one for it, and I'm going to put in a space, and I'm going to go to Type, Insert Special Character. I'm going to go over to Markers and Current Page Number. So if I go over to my other pages, you'll notice here that I've got Visit Victoria, sorry, Tourism Victoria Visit Ball, and it's page 3. So I need to fix this up, go back to it, and let's make this look a little bit nicer. I need to spell Ball correctly. Whoop. And let's give it a separate style. So I'm going to go to paragraph styles. I'm going to call this one here page number. Okay, page number. And let's go to character formats. Let's change it down to 9 point. And let's go to the paragraph rules. No, I'm going to go to advanced. No, indented spacing. We don't need to be after, so we get rid of that. Alignment, I want this to be right aligned. And space before, I'm going to have this set as 2. Alright, so you see here how we've changed it. I'm just going to line this up against there, and I'm going to drop this down just a few millimeters, okay? Now you need to keep an eye on this height here because we don't want it to go within the 5 millimeters where it could be cut off. Okay, so let's go over to pages again, and we go and check out our layout. So there we have it, we have our page numbers over there. And that'll be it for this one. You can continue on now pretty much because I've shown you the basics, and that's all you really sort of need to know at this stage in time. You need to do other things such as fixing up the kerning and tracking. Okay, obviously the kerning's really bad here. See, between the T and the O is way off. Okay, and you can do those types of things by going over to the text tool, click in here, okay, and you go over here. Where is it? Go over here and you adjust it. So I'm going to do mine to -75, for example, and it still is a little bit more. Maybe -100. And there we have it. We have it looking a little bit better now. So you need to obviously do a lot better work than what I've just done just now. I've just shown you where the tool is. It needs a little bit more. All right, thank you. Bye.